Do artists really have to starve to be true to their craft? Must the business side of creativity drain all inspiration? No, it does not. 5 minutes on Creative Entrepreneurship can help you master the business side of creativity, reap greater rewards from your talent, and enjoy your work to the fullest.
I'm so glad trouble don't last always.
Welcome to episode 100 of 5 Minutes on Creative Entrepreneurship. For podcasters, reaching the 100 mark is a significant milestone, and I'd like to take this opportunity to first thank you for listening. Secondly, I'd like to mark this occasion by letting you know about a new digital course I'll soon be releasing called Marketing Mastery for Creative Entrepreneurs. And at the end of this episode, I'll have a special offer to all my podcast listeners. I'm Eric Holter, and I've been a serial creative entrepreneur for over 3 decades. After graduating from Rhode Island School of Design in 1991, I could cut and print beautiful wood engravings. But I had no idea how to run a business. They just don't teach enough about business in art school. Over the years, I've offered my advice on the business side of creativity in many forms. I've provided comprehensive consulting engagements, single-issue consultations, I've written a book, I write weekly articles, and of course, I've produced this podcast. I'm grateful for how each of these channels have been helpful to my fellow creatives. But as I've observed my clients implementing my advice, I always see a gap between the advice, strategic guidance, and instructions, and their ability to execute on them. That's why I've spent the last year building a detailed online course called Marketing Mastery for Creative Entrepreneurs. This DIY course not only teaches the principles of marketing, but it provides detailed walkthroughs, screen recordings, and other resources to help creatives truly master their marketing. Marketing Mastery for Creative Entrepreneurs provides over 3.5 hours of video instruction, demonstrations, and step-by-step guidance for all the practical steps involved in maintaining an effective marketing program. Of course, it includes a workshop on the core strategic foundation of pinpoint positioning with tips and exercises for crafting a positioning statement for your practice. Then I cover the tactics of content marketing. Cultivating the skills of content marketing is one area where creatives get bogged down in their implementation of their marketing program. So I not only explain its importance, but I also offer many suggestions for how to cultivate these skills and develop consistent practices for writing and producing other forms of content so that you can increasingly underscore your expertise and stay top of mind with your prospects. Eventually, any marketing plan has to get around to actually making contact with your prospects. And so the session on the mechanics of marketing will show you how to search for great prospects, how to build and maintain a list, and how to manage that list and your process as you reach out to prospects. As I've mentioned several times on this podcast, LinkedIn is by far the best place for a creative practice to begin doing outreach. But LinkedIn can be very difficult to navigate, and there's a ton to absorb if you want to use it well. This course will show you step by step how to find prospects on LinkedIn and how to warmly approach them in order to start building up your first-degree connections. This course will also cover lead nurturing and review other forms of outreach in addition to LinkedIn. Along the way, I offer all sorts of tips and strategies that I've learned over the years that will help you avoid time-wasting mistakes. I'm looking forward to offering this new channel to creative entrepreneurs, one that I believe will be the most effective in helping with that all-important function of implementation. Marketing Mastery is nearing completion and will be released in the fall of 2021. I've priced this course at a level that any creative can afford. Just $200 gets you permanent access to the course and all its resources. Now for that special offer I mentioned. For all my podcast listeners, if you reach out to me on LinkedIn and mention this podcast offer before the end of September 2021, I'll send you a $50 discount code to use for your purchase once it's released at holter.com. Until next week, don't let the business of creativity overwhelm your creative business.
5 Minutes on Creative Entrepreneurship is a podcast by Eric Holter, mentor to creative entrepreneurs. You can find more content and resources at ericholter.com. His book, Blazing the Freelance Trail, is available on Amazon in print, Kindle, and audio. If this podcast is helpful to you, be sure to share it with your colleagues, and ratings and reviews are always appreciated.
I'm so glad trouble don't last